Matt Barthel here. Welcome to my channel. Hey, we're going to do a quick video today on char cloth. You've seen some other fire videos. I may have mentioned it once or twice. We did a fire kit video last time, and if you notice, there was no char cloth in my kit. My explanation for that is I don't have a lot of experience with char cloth. I just made it for the first time a few weeks ago. I've used it a couple times. It's pretty neat. Not hard to make. We're going to show you how to make that today. It'll probably end up going in my kit because it takes a spark really well. It'll just kind of smolder. You get that and a good bird's nest, and you can get a flame going really well. So, and it's cheap. You know, what do you need to make char cloth? You need some sort of a heat source. And what I like, nice campfire out back. Cotton, 100% cotton. So what do? My lovely wife donated a shirt to the cause. So I cut some like about 1 inch by 2 inch chunks of material out of it, and a container to put it all in, and that'll be an Altoids tin, and with a little pinhole in the top so that the gases can escape, and you heat it up, it chars, you let it cool down, you throw some sparks on it, it'll smolder. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to reposition the camera. I'm going to show you some completed char cloth that I made before, and then I'll show you the Altoids tin and the cloth that we're going to use for this little project here today. Should be pretty fun. Hopefully we can get this done before it rains today. Weather's not looking pretty. I had a couple other videos in mind that needs the sun. Just not cooperating again. Mother Nature does what she wants. Just like all women. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. The first thing I'm going to show you guys is the container we're going to use for making the char cloth. This is just an Altoids tin. Altoids in there. What I did is I took a nail, made a hole in the top. You will put your cloth inside, close this up, and you put this on your heat source. You can use this on a grill, a camp stove, your oven, I guess. I don't recommend that. I wouldn't do this indoors, all right? The smoke that comes out of here is toxic and it's flammable. So, if you're doing it right. I don't recommend doing it indoors. If any of you guys are familiar with a wood gas stove and what the material is that comes out of here, it's a flammable product that you can actually use to run combustion engines. So this is like a mini wood gas stove. You put the biomass in here, which will be cotton. You heat it up. The gases that come out of here are flammable, which you could run, not off of this small, but you could run a generator or a vehicle on. Look up wood gas stoves. There's actually, FEMA has, I believe, still has a document on how to build a wood gas stove and adapt it to like an old farm tractor or something. Because this was used. Boy, when was this popular? Was it the 20s? I don't remember. I have to do a little history research on that. But it was a very common thing was to power your farm tractor or vehicles off of wood gas. Kind of nerdy stuff there. I actually get into that. I've done a wood gas stove before, but never powered an engine with it yet. All right, moving on. This is some char cloth. This is really thin char cloth. What this was is some gun cleaning patches that I had before my wife donated a nice t-shirt to us. And what I'll show you really quick, here, let me do this. I'll show you really quick, and I'm just going to take a lighter to this. It doesn't, this thing doesn't flame up, but you see how it's smoldering there? That's nice. This would be better if we were outside. See that? Alright, you take this in a tinder bundle and you have got yourself fire. Like I said, this is a real thin piece, so it doesn't take much to get going. It will take a spark really well. I just used a lighter because I feel like grabbing the ferro rod right now. You throw a couple pieces of these in your kit, and maybe your lighter doesn't work. Maybe you have a flint and steel. You can make it work, but that would be pretty cool. So what I've already done here, this is the material we're going to make into char cloth, is I've got, it's not pretty, It doesn't have to be pretty. Some sections from my wife's t-shirt. We're going to put it inside the Altoids tin. Just kind of lay them on top of each other there. And we won't put that much in there. You close this sucker up and you put this in your heat source. We're going to use a campfire. So I got to go outside and get the fire going here in a few minutes. Shouldn't take me too long. And then we'll put this in the fire. And there's not really a time limit on this stuff. When the gas that's coming out of here is flammable, you're doing it right. When the gas that's coming out of here at first will just be steam, and you won't be able to light that. But I would say, I don't know, 10 minutes. You really can't overcook it. At least from my experience so far, is you can't leave it in too long. If you pull it out and it's just brown, just let it cool down and put it back in. It's not like a souffle where it's going to collapse or something like that when you take it out. It's okay, you just put it back in and just wait longer. When you're doing stuff out in the bush or outside, the rule is it's done when it's done. There's no, put on 10 logs and simmer for 20 minutes. It doesn't work that way. It's done when it's done. So let's go get the fire started. Let's go make some char cloth, and this should be pretty fun. So I will be back with you guys shortly. All right, there's the fire. It's going. That only took a few minutes. Let me grab the Altoids tin right here. Altoids tin. Here's the little before shot. All nice and white. A little bit of dirt in there. So I'm going to put this in the fire and let it cook. Find a good spot to put that in there so I don't burn my face off. Because I like my face. There we go. It's a nice good spot right here. Alright. So there it is. Alright, we're going to let it sit in there for about, I'll say a good 10 minutes. Maybe 20. Come back and check on it. Let the fire keep burning for a little while. So I'm just going to kick back, enjoy this fire for a little bit, and we'll get back with you. Actually, before I get going, you should be able to see already it's working. Can you see the smoke coming out of that hole? Yeah, that's the process starting. It's cooking what's inside there. So this might be a lot less than that. So we'll be back in a little while and we'll see what we got. Hopefully some char cloth. See you in a few. All right, there's the tin. Let's open her up. Oh, that's my wife. Still a little warm. We got char cloth. Success. So, my fire's dying down already. We'll bring her back to life. So, I am going to show you guys a way to use this if the sun comes out. I don't think it's going to come out. So I'll go grab a ferro rod, throw some sparks on there so you can see how well it works. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, bear with me here. This is going to be a tricky one to do to make sure you guys can see what's going on. So it's going to be a little awkward for camera stuff. So right there is the char cloth. Right there is our bird's nest. So what I'm going to do, set you guys right here, is I'm going to take my striker, and my rod, and my knife. I'm going to shower some sparks onto the char cloth. Hopefully I can pick it up quick enough to show it to you guys so you can see it smoldering. We'll put it in the bird's nest, and we're going to have fire. So if I had a cameraman or woman, my wife's out right now, this would be a lot better, but we'll keep pushing forward. So let's get some sparks. There we go. See how quick I can be. You guys can see that. Ooh, that's hot. It's warm. See those circles? Put that in our bird's nest. Fire! Hot! Oh, get out! Sorry. Sorry about that, guys. That was quick. That was quick, and check this out. Check out the char cloth. Let's pick it up. But it's still warm. It's still going. If you guys can see that. But you see the red glowing, the orange? That's hot stuff. That took nothing to do. That was pretty sweet. It probably took me longer to build the bird's nest than to light it. So there you guys go. Char cloth is actually a pretty useful tool for getting a fire started. I mean, granted, you know, you had some in your kit and you got a lighter, yeah, you're gonna go to your lighter. But this is just another way to use it. One of the other ways that you can use it, which I've done, just haven't filmed, is I think I mentioned to you guys is use a soda can, the bottom of a soda can, reflect the sun rays to start a fire. Well, you reflect the sun rays onto that char cloth. That char cloth will start to smolder. You put that in your bird's nest and do exactly what we just did. Boom, you got fire. Fortunately today, it's overcast. Now this morning when I did it, it was fine. Did I have my camera with me? No, I was just playing around and didn't think to film it, and I apologize. We will get that out to you guys as soon as Mother Nature cooperates with us. So that's another thing that you use char cloth for is with a bow drill. You can, I guess you could use char cloth for that, but really when you're using a bow drill, you are making your own little charcoal and stuff, so maybe that's not the right way to do it. One of these days we're going to do a bow drill. I have not done that successfully ever, and I really want to, and I would like to share that with you guys. But that's char cloth. Real easy to make. An Altoids tin is what I use. Some sort of container. Make sure you've got an exhaust vent on there, a small one. You put your cotton material in there. You can do rope as long as it's 100% cotton. Now keep in mind, 100% cotton. Don't use a t-shirt of yours. It's not 100% cotton. It's not going to work. All right, 100% cotton is the way to go with this. Same thing as doing the char rope. Never made char rope. Seen it used a couple times. I think that might be kind of cool. So I'm going to get some, and we'll make some, and we'll play with it and do what we just did. Char cloth is always really brittle, really fragile. I recommend that if you are going to put this in your kit, you know, get a couple pieces, put in a small little pill bag or something like that. You do kind of get a little messy playing with it at times, but it is a nice, small thing to put in your kit. And you saw me get that tinder bundle up and go on like nothing. You know, you take that with some, you know, birch bark or something like that, you'll be good. So I think this will conclude our char cloth video for now. We got some more stuff on the way. I'm going to be out of town for a few weeks, so you might not see video for a little while. If I can get some stuff shot this weekend, I'll save some to upload while I'm out of town, just to keep the channel active. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I'm enjoying sharing this journey of education and teaching. You know, I enjoy teaching you guys. If there's anything you guys want to see, let me know. I'll try it and I'll put it up on here for you guys. So this is Matt. Thanks for watching my channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one.